Hey guys, welcome back to my Arsenal career mode on FIFA 14. The new season is about to begin. It is time to improve the squad. We are lacking depth, and that's exactly what we're going to aim to do in this first transfer window. Unfortunately, Belgium, it didn't really work out, did it? So instead, we're going to be focusing back on Arsenal now. First of all, we get an offer for Gundogan there. 41.5 million. I was so tempted, but you know what? He is such a good player. I think he's worth much more than that. And I really don't want to get rid of him because I haven't had him for that long yet, and we're not really experiencing his full potential. So definitely worth keeping hold of him, as well as Vermaelen there. No chance of selling him. I just don't need to, you know. He's 28. He's still got some time left in him. And instead, I thought, you know, I didn't buy too many youngish players. I want to get some future stars. And I was looking at, you know, kind of like young Germans, kind of like Ozil's kind of area. Attacking midfielders. We came up here with Maximilian Meyer from Schalke. Now this guy looks like a very good youngster. He's only 18 and he has some very decent stats. It's just his stamina's a little low. We've also got Bittencourt there from Hanover. Now this guy I'm definitely interested in. This guy can play on the left, he can play on the right, he can play down the middle, and I think he would do an absolutely great job coming into the Arsenal side when needed. We also had Leighton Baines pop up there, but we're not going to be buying Leighton Baines. It's not right. He's gone to Bayern Munich as well. Can anyone see that happening with Alaba there? I don't think so. So Meyer and Bittencourt, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on. We're going to go ahead and scout them and inquire and see how much they are worth because, like I said, I am interested. In terms of defence as well, I am looking to bring in maybe a centre-back. And we got another central attacking midfielder here. This was Zakali Labidi from Olympique Lyon. And he, I don't know, one thing I don't like about these youngsters is sometimes they don't have a face, which really bugs me. I like to have my full team, you know, with the actual pictures of the players. It's just a little thing that I've always had in FIFA. Let me know if you're the same and I'm not just an idiot. He looked okay. You know, I was looking at his stats here. I was thinking, is he someone that I would use over Meyer? I think ultimately I decided I might look into him in another period, but right now I don't think I was going to go for him. We had Zuma as well, the centre back. I think at this point I was thinking it's too mainstream. Everyone buys Zuma, so I think I just inquired and kind of left it. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of him. We'll see how we feel about him. Now, Nkulu, he has been linked with Arsenal in the past, so this would have been a very decent signing. His contract is expiring in 12 months, which, you know what that means, guys. I'll be able to pick him up for free in January if I can get a good contract down on him. So that is definitely something I will look for in the future as well. Getting Nkulu for free would be absolutely amazing. A few other players there from my Spanish scout. We've got Oliver Torres there. We've got Gomez as well, who was a player that I scouted from last year. Do I need any of these players? I think I decided against it again. Although this Gomez guy, for only 1.3 million, he's got some very nice stats there. So again, it's another player that I'll be keeping an eye on and seeing if they improve vastly in the next season or two, because, you know, I need to decide pretty soon before the end of this window who has the biggest potential and who's going to fit into the squad the best. Now we've got the inquiries coming back. Bittencourt is 7 million and Nkulu, if I wanted to buy him now, is 10.5. But like I said, in January, he will be going to the end of his contract and I should be able to sign him up for free. We got an offer for Mikel Arteta, who, you know, he's 82. I don't really want to sell him, but I decided to counter-offer with a decent amount because the only way I'd let him go is, you know, because he's 32, he's not going to grow anymore. He is actually going to drop down. He's very unhappy, as you can see, but I want at least 6 million for him, so we'll see what they say about that. And here we get loads more emails, and Torino have come back here with a transfer offer for Mikel Arteta. They're only willing to pay 4.8 million. That's not going to work for me. It's not enough for such a decent player. And also the Arsenal board let me know they want me to win the league again. No pressure there, eh? Now, here's another player I was looking at last season. If you remember, Ranocchia here. Again, his contract it'll be expiring towards the end of this season, and it means I might be able to pick him up for a freebie in January. So 2 defenders I might be able to pick up for free, which would be absolutely fantastic. Now we're into a match against Atletico Madrid. It's a friendly. It's not an important game, but I really wanted to test out some of the youngsters I've got in the squad. And it was a bad start. 24 minutes in and Doy gets a nice goal there outside the box with his left foot. Bends past Chesney. It's a really nice finish, I've got to say. Put some nice curl on that. And we didn't start off too well, but I was playing a very, very young side. I was playing Wellington Silva out on the left. Really impressed with him. Obviously, he's a 5-star skiller, which is always handy. I think I was even playing Giroud, and that's Giroud, by the way, not Giroud. in defence as well, and Mikel, I think it was. So you'll see the lineup towards the end of the game, I think. I'm not sure if it'll pop up or not. We were even playing Bentner up front. I could not believe it. And he's actually decent in this game. Look at that, a great assist there. He sets up Oxlade-Chamberlain, who for me is going to get a lot of game time this year. I think Walcott, although he's brilliant, I do prefer Chamberlain on this game. He's just that bit more strong, a bit more agile maybe at running at defenders. I don't know. I think it is his strength mainly that helps him. Walcott just seems to be able to run, and that's it. Whereas Oxlade in this game, you see, he gets the ball here. He's just such a powerful player. And then he's got an amazing shot. Look at the accuracy there. Fantastic shot. I can't believe I'm even trying finesse shots from there. Look at how bad this is. I mean, what is that? You should be powering that, Matt. Come on. So, yeah, the finesse shots, although they are better in this game, they sometimes do not work at all. But that was the end of the game, guys. I think 1-1 against Atletico Madrid with a very young side, with a few experienced players like Ramsey, was actually a decent result there. But anyway, it's time to look at the scout reports. Maya has been fully scouted now. Let's take a look at those stats. Potential of 87 to 91 agility. Is it 89 to 93 balance? I can't quite see that. It's quite small. But that's really nice. I couldn't let this guy go. In my opinion, he was one of the better young players that I've seen so far in the game in terms of scouting using the global transfer network. So we're going to go ahead and make an offer to loan him out for the full season, or loan him in, I should say, and then a future fee of £700,000, which is exactly his value right now. I didn't think that would be accepted because that value will shoot straight up. Even if he just goes up by 1 in his overall, it will go up. So we'll see what they say. But there's a few other players there. We've got Leon Goretzka there. This guy is, I think, looking like a very promising midfielder. He's nice and tall, 6'2". He'll sit where, Wilshere used to sit, on that left or right side in CDM. And he's going to kind of provide cover for Arteta and Flamini when they start to, lose their stats and eventually retire from the game. So we're going to look at Goretzka's price there, see how much he's worth. We've also got Granit Xhaka. I don't know how you pronounce that name. I think he's Austrian or something like that. Again, it's a very similar player. Strong, tall, sits in that CDM role. Maybe he's someone I'll go for. I was very hesitant here. I didn't know who I was going to go for. So we're going to go over to look at Xhaka there. Let's have a look at what he's from Switzerland. There you go. So he's left-footed. And doesn't he look like Wilshere? He looks a bit like Wilshere, if you ask me. So we're going to go and inquire about both of these players and see which one I should be going for. And just wait and find out. And look at that. Oxlade-Chamberlain is having a great start to his season. And now we get both of the inquiries back. 6.5 million for Goretzka and it's 10 million for Xhaka. So for me, Goretzka was a much better deal. And again, from Schalke, they've got some amazing young players. And I am actually thinking of possibly doing a Schalke career mode after my Arsenal one. Let me know if you think that's a decent one. The other team I'm really looking at doing is possibly Southampton. However, I think Calfreezy's doing Southampton. I haven't been watching him, so let me know if that's true or not. I think Schalke would be a very good choice, though. We get Champions League and all that stuff, and some very good youngsters. But anyway, they come back here with the offer I made on Maya, saying that they're not willing to let him go for 700,000. They're not sure if they want to. So I'm going to go at them with another offer here. I'm actually going to add $1 million. I'm going to go for $1,700,000 as a future fee. And obviously I'll be paying his wages, which are only about $5,000 per week until the end of the season. But at least I will have some cover in that central attacking midfield role. And obviously Ozil has got that role down at the moment, but in the future maybe I'll need some other players to use as backup. And the stamina from Ozil isn't that good, which is very, very depressing sometimes because I want to use him every game. Another player here was Pedro Obiang. I did look at him for a while. I'm going to inquire, just see what I think about him. Maybe he would be better than Goretzka. He's a very tall guy. He's got great stamina as well, which is someone I like to have a lot of stamina in midfield. Box-to-box players are exactly what Arsenal need. And like I said, the height and the strength he'll bring, maybe it's what we're missing in this team right now because we're using Ramsey and Gundogan in that central defensive role. They're not exactly the tallest and strongest players, so maybe that's what we need. But I decided against making an offer there. We're going to wait and see what happens with Goretzka because I think he is my favourite. But next, guys, we have a game against West Ham in the Community Shield. It's a big game. It could be the first bit of silverware this season. But you're going to have to wait until the next episode. If we can hit 3,000 likes, I will upload the next one straight away, nice and early, guys. And you will see how we fare against West Ham at Wembley Stadium in the Community Shield final. And hopefully we'll get a win there.